going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's on with me? Who's on with me? Coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's on with me? Who's on with me?
I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features two of the best quarterbacks in the league who both happen to have two of the biggest arms. It's Carson Palmer going up against Aaron Rodgers. With that, we send you up to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, where Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis have the call. Gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today we've got a good NFC matchup lined up here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Green Bay Packers. The first carry now. This is Lacey. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And this is incomplete. And here is the Cardinal defense.
Calais Campbell is one of the tallest defensive ends in the league. Has the ability to get low and play the run, and adds excellent kick blocking ability.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go. Blues 58. Blues 58.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The inaugural drive for this offense today, and the guy we're going to talk about, Michael Floyd.
Starting to develop into a #1 receiver, a guy that you'll count on downfield.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Blues 58.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, here's Palmer. Underneath for Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Let's go. Blues 58. Blues 58. Regular.
Play action. It's Palmer. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
On 4th down, the Cards will call on Chandler Catanzaro to try and put up 3. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, but there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. Red zone opportunity. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald from 13 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And so far this season, the Green Bay defense, what do you make of them? Run defense has been pretty good. Pass defense has struggled.
And the run defense, which is supposed to set the tone for everything, in a lot of ways it has for Green Bay. People have had a hard time moving the football. But the pass defense took a hit because Clay Matthews was hurt in the last game against Detroit. Did not play in that game. They get him back after the open week. That'll help the pass defense because he'll be in the face of the quarterback.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Caught left side by Cobb. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacy. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He's going to go. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you've got to expect to get more on the passing play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Throwing is Rodgers. That's caught at the 1. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jared Cook there to make the grab. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It'll go as a gain of 12, and it's good enough for an Arizona first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Looking for Floyd, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, here's Lacey. And he is going to lose yardage here. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's got his target. It's Cobb. 5 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
That all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They stay on the ground on first down with Lacey. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Eddie Lacy scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And the return will stop right around the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it is incomplete. Well, when we do these games, we always keep the standings of each conference and division taped up in front of us. How about the NFC East so far?
I think going into the season, we thought it'd be a really tough division, but I'm not sure we saw the great starts that we're seeing. Philadelphia 3-0, Dallas 3-1. It's going to be a real fight to the end. Everyone's still in it.
Yeah, nobody below 500. The Redskins at 2-2 down at the bottom. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now it's Palmer. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
On third and short, going with their tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. And Gresham has it left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Palmer to throw. He's got the hook up to John Brown to the right side. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. A first down carry here for Johnson. And an alley to run. Give him 18 on that one. And that'll be good for an Arizona first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options, and also it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
Shift together here from the D-line. There you go, play action with Palmer. Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. And it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Get ready.
Now Palmer on third and long. He gets it to Brown, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Second and 10 now. And it's Palmer. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Brenton Golden, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. So they're going to go for 2. Palmer looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and a big sack at that. This remains a 1-point game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. And now they're in the hurry-up. On second down, here's Rodgers. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
9 yards to go. It's third down. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Rodgers now to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. They do go for it. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Corey Peters in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jake Ryan loss of 11. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's Palmer. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
From the gun on third down, it's Palmer. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. So on fourth down, Palmer off. Catanzaro on for the field goal try. This from 44 yards away. And look at this. Catanzaro misses it left. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Rodgers now on first down. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. And some room to work. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So the offense lining up first and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game. Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's Palmer to throw. And this is Michael Floyd, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. They go play action here on first down. It's caught left side by John Brown. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Second down here after the incomplete pass. Second and 10. It's Palmer again. Dumping it off for Johnson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. And this seemingly endless drive continues. So now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop it.
His first carry. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
Interesting. A chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead they're going on 4th down. They come up in an offset eye. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 25 yards out. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd down, Lacey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw is Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now it's Rodgers. Steps away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 16. The drive will continue. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
One back is Lacey. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now because a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, run in the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Going up top, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Rodgers. Complete. Starks on the screen. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And Cook has it left side. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's Floyd on the right. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. Caught, right side, Gresham. Past the 20, and now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jermaine Gresham, 44 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do. And
looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And it's a second down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up second down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Still on his feet. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit.